Most men think a woman pulls away because she's losing interest. But what if the truth is the complete opposite? What if she pulls away because she's starting to care too much? Welcome to Laurin Speaks, where we explore the psychology of love, attraction, and emotional connection. And today we're talking about why women sometimes pull away when they start caring deeply. Let me begin with something many men misunderstand. I'm saying this from a woman's perspective, someone who understands how women think when emotions are involved. When a woman creates distance, it doesn't automatically mean she's losing interest. Sometimes it means she's feeling too much, and that intensity scares her more than feeling nothing at all. Many men believe love is straightforward. If she likes you, she stays close. If she pulls away, it must be over. But that belief quietly destroys many genuine connections. What often frightens a woman isn't the man himself, but the emotional impact he starts to have on her once she truly cares. If you're listening, you've probably felt that confusing shift. One moment she's warm, open, and emotionally present. The next she feels distant, replies slow down, and her energy changes. You start doubting yourself, wondering if you did something wrong or if someone else appeared. Most men react by chasing harder or emotionally shutting down, and both reactions usually push her further away. Here's what many women never say openly. Real emotional attachment makes us feel vulnerable. When a woman realizes she's genuinely invested, her guard often rises instead of falling. Suddenly, she thinks about loss, disappointment, or being hurt again. Not because you failed, but because now you matter. Pulling back can feel like self-protection, not rejection. She's trying to regain balance over emotions that suddenly feel overwhelming. Men often mistake fear for disinterest and respond with panic instead of understanding. When a woman becomes quiet after emotional closeness, men often assume regret, but internally, something else is happening. If she shared something personal, her past, fears, or feelings, she crossed an emotional boundary that made the connection real. Afterward, she may grow quieter because the attachment suddenly feels powerful. Silence becomes her way of slowing down emotions that feel like they're moving too fast. Shorter replies or softer energy don't mean she didn't mean what she said. Often it means she meant it deeply. A woman who doesn't care stays casual. The one who cares starts questioning herself. Am I getting too attached? What if this ends badly? That quiet phase is emotional regulation. Pressure or emotional withdrawal from a man during this time only confirms her fears. What helps most is calm consistency. No interrogation, no sudden change. Steadiness shows her she's safe. Another sign appears when she starts overthinking your words. This isn't drama. It means your opinion now matters emotionally. Before attachment, small things didn't affect her. After feelings grow, every interaction carries weight. She silently wonders if she said too much or if your energy has changed. This isn't control, it's vulnerability. She's trying to understand whether it's safe to keep caring. Overthinking usually means she's holding back more than she shows. She edits herself, sometimes appearing inconsistent, warm one day, reserved the next. That inner conflict comes from wanting closeness while also protecting her heart. Consistency from you helps calm that uncertainty far more than grand reassurances. You may also notice her suddenly acting low maintenance. She downplays her needs, saying everything is fine, even when emotions run deep. Many women learn that expressing too much can push someone away. So when feelings grow stronger, she asks for less instead of more. From the outside, it looks independent. Inside, it's fear management. She hopes you'll notice without her having to risk asking. When things begin to feel real, she may pull back further. As the connection shifts from casual to meaningful, excitement mixes with fear. Real feelings mean real risk. Past emotional wounds can resurface, reminding her what loss felt like before. Creating space becomes an instinctive way to regain emotional control, not a strategy to hurt you. What many men do at this point often makes the situation worse. They push for answers, demand clarity, or rush to define the relationship, even when their intentions are good. That pressure can confirm her fear that emotions are moving too quickly. On the opposite side, some men withdraw completely, assuming she's losing interest, which creates distance that becomes difficult to repair. What actually helps is emotional maturity, staying present without forcing outcomes, giving space without disappearing, and showing steady consistency without emotional pressure. When a woman pulls back as things become meaningful, it usually isn't uncertainty about you. It's uncertainty about what happens if she allows herself to feel even more. If she didn't care, there would be no hesitation. Casual connections don't create fear because they don't require emotional protection. This moment is often a turning point. The way a man responds tells her whether emotional safety is possible. Calm confidence reassures her far more than intensity ever could. Pulling back doesn't always mean she's leaving. Sometimes it means she's standing at the edge of something real and trying not to fall too fast. Understanding this doesn't mean accepting confusion forever, but it does mean recognizing fear instead of mistaking it for disinterest. Sometimes, instead of asking for reassurance directly, she creates distance and watches what happens. Many women hesitate to ask for emotional comfort because they fear appearing needy or vulnerable. So rather than saying, "Do you still care?" she steps back and observes. From your perspective, it may seem random, but for her, it's a quiet search for emotional security. If she pulls away, will you still show up? Will your interest remain steady without pressure? She isn't playing games. She's protecting herself from rejection while hoping for reassurance through actions rather than words. You might notice she texts less, becomes less available, or allows conversations to end naturally. While she tells herself she's fine, she's paying close attention to your consistency. Disappearing confirms her fears. Over-pursuing feels overwhelming. What truly helps is balanced steadiness, interest without desperation, presence without pressure. She's not testing whether you'll chase. She's noticing whether you remain emotionally reliable when things stop feeling effortless. At times, she may explain her distance using logic. She might say she's busy, needs space, or wants to focus on herself. These reasons can be real, but they often hide a deeper emotional truth she struggles to express. She cares more than expected, and that vulnerability feels risky. Logic becomes a shield when emotions feel too exposed. Men often argue with these explanations or accept them as final, missing the emotional layer underneath. She isn't trying to mislead you. She's trying to protect feelings she doesn't fully understand yet. Sometimes the hardest truth is this: a woman pulls back because you matter more than you realize. When a man becomes emotionally important, he also becomes capable of hurting her without meaning to. That awareness alone can make her step back. Many men assume they failed and react from insecurity, either chasing validation or shutting down emotionally. Both responses focus on ego instead of understanding what's actually happening. Emotional safety isn't built only through attraction or chemistry. It grows through calm consistency and follow through. If she senses inconsistency, mixed signals, or emotional withdrawal, she may feel foolish for caring. But even when you do nothing wrong, connection still requires steady emotional presence. If fear meets games or silence, she learns her hesitation was justified and detaches completely. In the end, when a woman pulls away, it doesn't always mean she's losing interest. Sometimes it means the connection has started to matter more than she expected, and she's trying to protect her emotions while figuring out if it feels safe to keep moving forward. Understanding this isn't about chasing or overanalyzing every action, but about responding with calmness, patience, and emotional consistency. Real connections grow when both people feel secure enough to be honest. Take their time and let trust build naturally. When you learn to recognize fear instead of mistaking it for rejection, relationships become clearer, healthier, and far more meaningful. If this message resonated with you, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Laurin Speaks, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our future conversations about love and emotional connection. And if you truly understood today's message, comment the word steady below. I'd love to see who's here growing and learning.